Right, welcome back to our garden in early summer, where it's the turn of our Crinodendron, our lantern bush or lantern tree that you will have seen on a previous video. Absolutely glorious flowers earlier on in spring. Those flowers have gone over now, and we're starting to get actually some seed pods developing there, and maybe I'll see if I can keep a couple of seed pods and see if we can grow some more from seeds. But my beloved has said that it's got too big, and I see what she means. It is kind of blocking the view of the hills over there. So we agreed that we would let it flower this spring and then give it a good old hard prune after it's flowered. And now the last couple of flowers are just about to drop off, and there's been a little bit of discussion regarding what shape we should prune it to. My wife likes the kind of the square look, the box look, which I'm not a huge fan of, and she's not here at the moment, so between you and me, I'm going to see if I can get away with getting a nice curved top on this as I prune. So we're going to go in and see if we can lose at least a metre off the top there, 3 foot in old language, and it's going to be quite a severe prune. So we're going to expose some of the old woody stems in the middle, which can look a bit ugly, but I'm going to see if I can leave a few of the green tips around the edge, so when you're looking at it, you see the green tips more than the old kind of woody stems. If this doesn't make sense, bear with me, we'll show you, and you can judge for yourself when I finish. The one concern with doing this is that if you give a hard prune like this, the new growth that comes on, you may not get so much flower on that new growth because it hasn't had time to kind of ripen. Naturally, it's starting to put on new growth now. You can see that new growth coming there, which has started in June. Now I'm going to be pruning it in June, so the new growth isn't going to start until probably July, August, and it may not have enough time for that new growth to develop flower buds as well. So we may lose some of our flowers for the next year, but in the long term it just means we've got a better view of the hills behind us there. Enough waffle, let's get on with some pruning. Now, as I've said to you before, trying to do things like pruning and filming at the same time when you've only got two hands is difficult. So let's see how we get on. So what I'm looking for is new shoots that are starting from inside the plant. And that's not always apparent, but can you see in there, there's a little new shoot there, so I could actually prune. I'm going to prune that branch there, for instance, back. There we go, our first trim, and what will happen is then that shoot there, I might just shorten that stump there a little bit. Don't like leaving too many big stumps, so I'm just going to take that back to there. There we go. Got a new shoot about to start from there. Truth be known, if you can't see a new shoot, it will probably produce one anyway. There's another little thin one there, and there's probably dormant buds that you can't see. Certainly when I get to some of these thicker stems in the middle, I'm just going to have to cut and hope that it'll shoot from somewhere underneath. You see it? Right, I'm going to get on with it now and give you some photo updates as I do it. Little update, you can see that we're starting now to create a kind of a line that we're trimming down to. And if you look beyond these green shoots on the outside, you can see that we're starting to cut back some of those thicker shoots on the inside, leaving something like that there, which will just kind of hide some of those ugly looking stumps. There we go. We're progressing a bit more. We've got a bit of a crater in the middle there, and managing to kind of keep some of these kind of green shoots around the outside. But when you look into the middle, you can see where we've cut back, and you can see the thicker stems, which have got the ugly stumps. They're kind of deeper down, can be done kind of harder cuts on them, because the thicker the stem, generally speaking, the stronger the shoot you will get from it. So although they're kind of going to be disappearing into the heart of the plant for the next month or two, we should see that there'll be big, strong new shoots there. But in the meantime, these thinner shoots, green shoots on the outside, will just hide those ugly stumps, and there'll be a whole lot more light getting into the whole of this plant, not to mention some of the plants around this shrub as well. So I'd say about halfway through at the moment. Let's keep on going. It's taken about 10-15 minutes so far, and we've got a fair old pile of trimmings there, which we need to put into our recycling bags. Whoa. Look at that rose. Have a quick break from the pruning. Update from the garden. Alstroemeria looking lovely. That's one called Indian Summer. Oh, and this is our mystery rose that we rescued when we first moved into the garden 20 years ago, and it's been repaying us with displays like this ever since. And our sambucus, in a recent video that we showed you, still looking rather lovely. Most of the flowers have finished, but still looking resplendent in its kind of purple canopy, ready for when this lily will come into flower in about a month's time. Orange flowers, orange and bronze, with that nice dark background. Really looks lovely. Anyway, back to the Crinodendron. There we go, almost finished. You can just see there's a couple of straggly branches on the top there that I just need to tidy up, and you can see that I've cut back some of the main shoots quite hard in the middle there, but managed to retain some of the green shoots around the edges. Still trimmed them back quite a bit so we can get down the steps, and by trimming out the ends of some of those branches, we're encouraging side shoots to open up. So just a little bit more of a tidy up on the top and we'll be done. There we are. Got those last couple of stragglers off the top. I think we're just about going to get this done before it starts raining here. Might just take the tips off some of shoots like that to encourage some side growth. Tidy up that one there. Oh, here comes the rain. Time for a hasty retreat, and then we can recycle all those trimmings. Thank you and good night. Let's make a run for cover.